I made this up as a coaching exercise that thus far isn't appropriate to anything I'm actually doing. You remember Evil Dead 2? A demonic spirit possesses the main character's hand, and it goes bad. The thusly infested hand starts moving around on its own and attacks the main character. What would your hand do if it had a mind of its own? I call it the hand exercise. It works best as an activity for when you're walking around or during idle time. Do it socially or in public for increased challenge and best results. You need a small amount of safe, comfortable movement space. Allow your hand to go wherever it wants. Let it move. You don't need to control it. Just don't let it stop moving. That's your one job. Set it and forget it. Does it stay close to the body, or does it go all around everywhere? Is it intrepid? Is it shy? Energetic? Lethargic? Slothy? Making biscuits? Do the fingers open and close? Are they free? What is the hand up to? What does it want? Does it go behind, under, above? Is it creative or repetitive? Am I trying to make it less bad, to fix it, or am I just letting it go? Is it annoying you? Does it feel good? Just let it do whatever. Fast, slow, clumsy, deliberate. Let the arm conform and respond. Let the body get involved, just enough to support and assist the hand. Give the hand a long leash. The hand's just wandering around the yard, not paying attention to the hand, not focused on it. Don't interpret what it's doing. Don't worry about what it looks like. That's none of your business. Don't feel anything about it. Is this challenging? Are you struggling? Does your hand only move when you tell it what to do? Or is this a piece of cake? Does your hand just immediately know what to do without any input? Are you lying to yourself? Obviously, you're the one controlling the hand, right? Let's say we're at the point where it really does seem like the hand has a mind of its own. Full Evil Dead. It is a third person. I'm not doing that. Have we objectified the hand's behavior or subjectified it? Is it automatic, or is there a ghost in the machine? Have we split our mind into one which moves the hand and one which is the person? Does this activity seem like a natural, healthy thing to do? Is this movement a form of self-hypnosis? Is my hand being controlled by the same psyche which engineers my dreams? Is the free, unrestricted hand actually expressing something? Let's arc back and now, let's do pay attention to the hand. Let's do judge it. What is the motion like? What is the hand saying? What does it tell me? Is it dumb looking? Is this a dumb thing where I'm trying to get you to do something dumb? Does it look beautiful, the way your hand moves? Is it funny? Is it smart? Is it lame? Is it cute? Is it making music? Can I imagine that my hand makes sounds when it moves, like a classical conductor? Whatever the hand does, the music does. Whatever the music does, the hand does. Where is the sound coming from? Can I hear the hand motion as music? Is this impossible for me, or do I get it right away? Can I then close my eyes and see the hand painting shapes, the motions splashing around waves of color and light, creating images as it moves? Am I really seeing that, or just imagining it? The hand's movement and activity creates the painting, creates the sound, is the music, is the light show. Can the hand create a whole world all by itself? Can I see that? Or am I only imagining it? Is this a deep experiential exercise? Or a playful icebreaker? Is it nonsense? The horse wants to run in the fields. The hamsters need tubes to explore. Physicality is primary for all life forms. We're the only creature that deliberately represses its physicality with conceptual ego. Sanity relates exclusively to humans. Most sports and recreation are healthy, but consist of highly structured, ordered, stereotyped motions. Here, we work directly with intuitive and preconceptual motion, creating a lasting habit of expressive confidence and somatic awareness. I offer holistic life coaching. Get in touch through my website, steinunlimited.com/contact. I have offered this service low-key for many years, but recently clients are coming to me, and I'm curious to see if there's more interest. Who am I to tell you anything? Oh, nobody. I'm not qualified. This is a peer relationship. I'm an integral theory expert. We're exploring how to unthink you and get another set of eyes on what you're up to, feeling seen and heard at second tier, and applying various therapeutic and philosophical approaches to ordinary old life. Coaching can be whatever you want, but largely we focus on integral perspectives, spirituality, and integral life practice. Namaste.